This might be a first from the House of Spirit of Dubai on the channel. I got high hopes. I've heard a lot of chitter chatter, but SB had to come through and give his take on everything, and I think this might be a goodie, so strap up.
Okay, doing it for two. I watch that head move side to side as I let the sin into the room. You were on time, let's connect minds. Trying to get into a mood. We gon' be fine. Close up the blinds, no rush. Finish the food.
All right, welcome to the Scent Bubble. I am your host for the afternoon. Today, from the House of Spirit of Dubai, shout outs to, I want to say, Kel Smells hooked this up. This is Spirit of Dubai, Ajyal. And hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Ajyal. Ajyal. AJ, y'all. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Heard a lot of good things about the house. I'm actually just excited to dive right in. Hopefully I can get a little bit of backstory. Fragrantica, sometimes they'll tell you about the house, or sometimes they'll just go straight into it. I think that's just depending on what they provide as far as the house's notes or information or whatever. Oh man. That is dense. Guys, that is density. I am immediately hit with almost this. I don't even want to put my nose to the test strip right now. I'm immediately hit with this like crazy contrast between like a beautiful, let me fix some of my lighting here. I'm immediately hit with this kind of contrast between beautiful fruity and then like this, it almost feels, it's like a wannabe marine aquatic. Like it's aquatic, it's marine, but then there's this soily earth aspect to the water quality. Oh man, okay, I'm gonna commit, guys. Wish me luck. Whoa. I have to put it on skin because I have to see what happens on the dry down. I'm afraid to put it on my wrist. Oh man, I gave it a big blast too. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit. That's an intimidating fragrance. I have to put it on skin though, guys, because the smell is so crazy in the air. I don't want to be describing the test strip when that's not how it feels on skin, especially since I'm kind of cheating here and looking on the screen that this thing retailing at like $600. Oh my gosh. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, I'm going to very basically describe this. This is like the most beautiful fruits ever. You get this blast of fruits, maybe citrus fruit combo. And by citrus fruit, I'm talking like, if I had to guess, it's got like almost like a watermelon, strawberry sweet airiness behind like citrus. So, the usual lemon lime. But that's immediately taken away to my nose by this almost, I feel like it takes me right to the ocean shore where like I smell this kind of sea breeze, but it's got so much mineralic and soily earthiness to the aquatic nature of this fragrance. And it feels like that aspect of it is 60%, and then the beautiful fruity tooty side is like a 40% top heart. We'll see in a second, but on the dry down, this is it takes you to a place. Like it's hard to enjoy the rooty tooty fresh and fruity side of this fragrance without just being overwhelmed and engulfed by this huge atmospheric sea breeze, soily mineralic air that's just like bear hugging those fruits and citrus. I appreciate that on one hand because, again, you guys always hear me talk about how I prefer my sweets to really be dialed in, and I prefer this style of setup in theory, but it's so abrasive of a smell. Is abrasive the right word? Let me look up. Define abrasive. A substance or material capable of polishing, no, of person or manner showing little concern for the feelings of others. Harsh. Okay, yeah, abrasive. So it's so abrasive, it's not like a commercially mass appealing type of DNA. This is like a texture atmospheric piece. Um, I'll talk about how it feels on skin in a second. Oh shoot. Sorry about that, guys. This is a little bit of a sloppy episode. This isn't going to be my most viewed video, I assure you. Cool bottle, really cool bottle. Let's see. Fragrance launched in 2023. 4.24 out of 5, but only 175 people have bought this fragrance. So that's not saying much. It's saying you should get your nose on it, but not much else after that. Honestly, like, not for nothing, guys, it smells like this whole list. I'm just kidding. Disregard all this nonsense, guys. This is not helpful. Does this remind people of anything? I'm very curious. This Spirit of Dubai's got some craziness. So they say this fragrance is eternal and long lasting. I'll be honest with you guys, it feels eternal. Like it bloomed as soon as I did my first spray. It was almost like I poured the ocean in my, I mean, that sounded crazy in my head, so I'm not going to continue that, but it just like, imagine like an evacuation in my house right now because like a hurricane's about to hit my house and the water just rushed in. Like, that's immediately how this fragrance hits you. Okay, so it reminds people of a fragrance I never heard of. This is not Leighton. No. God of Fire, not at all. Hot Lux, no. Did anybody give anything high regard or high votes on any? See, this is why you got to be careful about the "this perfume reminds me of" section, because look at all these recommendations. Mostly down votes on all of them. So this basically meant people tried to say what it's like, but no one agreed with them. Yeah, this is not helpful. Okay, guys, I know this has been a really sloppy episode, but let me just go to some usual suspects and help you guys out here. Okay, it is a sweet, fruity, and tart, slight spicy green, but fruity citric bowl of fruits type of feel by about 30 or 40%. But then this overwhelming hug of like an aquatic, sea breezy type scent where you can kind of smell this sand, mineralic, and earthy, dark soiliness to the sea breeze. So I literally feel like a crab sitting on shore and the water's just washing over me. That's like a majority of the fragrance. It's very well done in terms of the quality, but I almost think they kind of went overkill on the backbone here, because it's like it almost, let's see what it did on skin. Yeah, like this is a fragrance that, I mean, there's a beauty in what they've done here, because they take you to the ocean shore and ground you to the earth. Like you feel like you're eye level with the sand, right? You know, you're laying on the sand and sea breeze is just brushing up on you, right? And then you're just eating citruses and fruits while this is happening. That's what this fragrance feels like. It's very natural. It's naturesque. It's very elemental. One of the cooler smells I've ever smelled. I just don't know if I could wear this. Like the only time I would feel comfortable, and it looks like I'm smelling my armpit, but that's because I sprayed my bicep. The only time I would feel comfortable wearing this is in sand. You know what I'm saying? Like this feels like you're in the Dubai sand, you know? Is there any water in Dubai that isn't imported? I don't think so. Yeah, if you're on even if you're on the water though, I mean, it complements the sand and sea breeze and water, but I don't know if in my mind, I'm thinking, what am I trying to do with a fragrance like this? Because this fragrance feels very much like aromatherapy type of vibe, where like you wear it, it complements the space, and you get this crazy experience. It's like a mushroom trip of experience type of scent. I don't know if I would wear this to attract somebody or an occasion. I would feel a little overwhelming wearing this in like a beach bar type of feel. I don't know. This is just like a rich Dubai guy that is just a quasi billionaire. You know, he owns camels, he owns tigers, you know, and this is the rich sense of beauty that we couldn't understand because of culture and money and prestige. As this smells like. The practicality of a fragrance like this, I feel, can only be applied to insanely wealthy people who do very different things from us, outer worldly. You know what I'm saying? There is a beauty to this though. Like it's something I like if I, and again, this episode is so sloppy. Again, for those of y'all just joining me, this is Spirit of Dubai's Ajyal, and it was highly rated, but by a very small few amount of people, and probably due to price. But I'm enjoying it in the air as a study piece. Like if I went to the ocean, or if I was on the water, either in a foreign place or even just Cali, right? Or Miami, and I smelled this smell in the air, I would love it because it's like a glorified ocean spray kind of feel, you know? It's got this sand while drinking a Capri Sun, while the waves are shooting in, while the women are playing volleyball kind of aesthetic to it, but I don't know if I would wear it. Does that make sense, guys? We're going to touch on some more fragrances later on that are kind of atmospheric, transportive scents. And when I'm walking through scents like this, I'm always asking, do I want to wear this or do I just want to smell this in the air? You know, this would be a crazy candle to have in your house to make you feel like you're out by the ocean. But would I wear it? Would I have application anything other than the beach? Probably not. And for that reason, I do want to check something really quick. I know this has been a very sloppy episode. Let's see what the prices are on this. Ajyal. No. So let's maybe go back and see FragranceNet. So they're charging retail like Bodicea the Victorious numbers, 600 at the lowest. What is this Max Aroma 275? Wow. Oh, for a 50 ml. Okay, so it is still full price around the 600 mark. That's expensive, guys. I mean, the quality, listen, man, the quality is there. No doubt. The quality is there, but $700 in quality, I mean, you got to, you know, give me free In-N-Out burger for like a year, you know, with the price. You know what I'm saying? And I have some expensive fragrances, but I acquire them all kind of creative ways through family, through Facebook groups, all that kind of stuff. And so I don't really pull the trigger on stuff of this caliber unless I'm madly in love or unless I have somebody breaking me off with an insane price I can't refuse. And I'm able to accommodate that with the profits from, you know, the monetization of this channel, knowing so many cool people in this space, different things like that, access to stuff you guys might not have access to. So I can splurge on stuff like this, but maybe you guys out there are in a financial situation where you can do the same. I wouldn't do it on this one though. If you are into perfumery for the art of perfumery and where perfumery could go, definitely pick up like a sample of this and get this on your nose. Maybe I'll give the rest of mine away in my giveaway because we got a little bit of juice left. Can I show it to the camera? You know, we got like maybe an ml of it left. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. We're already at 14 minutes on a fragrance I'm not even really that insanely fond of, but I appreciate the artistic value of this. Okay, so this is a spring summer scent, but it has the density to compete in fall winter if you want to bring the ocean to fall and winter. This is nuclear to me. I would not go beyond 4 sprays with this. This is a vibe, atmospheric, transportive scent. I really can't see the application for me on what I would do with something like this. This is either a billionaire scent or a candle to me. Completely unisex. Anyone can wear it, I think. I definitely can't give you an alternative for something like this. Clearly, somebody knows what they're doing in this category and has the money to blow. Occasions. The only occasion I can think of is the beach. You know, if you're out in the desert sand in Dubai. You know, you're on a camel and you're thirsty, you're dying of thirst, and you want to smell sea breeze. This is what you would smell. If you're anything near water, but I don't know if I would wear this like around a lot of people. This is like if you're dolo on the beach and you're just laying out on the towel, you want to escape life, throw this on, lay on a towel. You know, if you don't have the beach near you, go lay on some AstroTurf with a yoga blanket, bring a pillow, do one spray of this and just pass out and transport yourself on a mushroom trip without taking the mushrooms. That's what kind of scent this is. I don't have any more information for this. This was an experience that I feel I can't even rate something like this. This is an art piece more than it is a practical scent that I would recommend to you guys, especially for the price. But if you're into the art of perfumery, get your nose on it, because I do feel there's balance, there's complexity, there's artistic creativity. It's transportive. So for that merit, I really feel like I'm laying on the beach sand with fruits and citrus, and it's very earthy. The earthiness of this is what gives it a separation from other scents like it, because I literally feel like I'm smelling soil, not just the sand on the beach, but like if you dug a couple scoops in, that part of it, you know. But yeah, cool scent. Again, this was Spirit of Dubai, Ajyal. I think Kels sent this to me, so shout outs to you if my memory serves me correctly. But other than that, I can't really rate something like this. Very cool to smell. Don't know if I'd wear it. Don't feel comfortable rating it. But sound off in the comments if you've put your nose to something like this. I'm really interested to see your guys' thoughts. And if you have any questions about it, I'd love to answer them for you. I hope you guys stay blessed. Like, comment, subscribe. More importantly, turn on that notification bell so you can see all the latest and greatest. I don't just cover super expensive fragrances like this. I cover everything from expensive to super affordable. I'm just putting a camera to my journey and the things that I'm stumbling across and trying to give you guys the value so that you guys can cut corners and hit the express lane in your own fragrance journey. With that being said, this is SB, and until next time, peace.